What's going on YouTube? JT Zaborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about Batman Detective Comics, issue number 1063. This one is written by Ram V with art by Raphael Albuquerque, and then Simon Spurrier is the writer on the backup storyline with Danny, who still doesn't have a last name, apparently, doing the artwork. Why can't they just put their last name? It would just make so much more sense. I'll have to look it up what their actual last name is, but it always kind of bugs me. Like, that's just a normal name. Like, anybody can be named Danny. Like, how am I supposed to distinguish your art style from everyone else's, or your name from everyone else's? So, but their art style as well, it's not my ideal favorite. But the story this time around takes place after the previous issue. This is the second issue in Ram V's run on it. There's definitely a more gothic, operatic tone to this storyline than a lot more recent Detective Comics stuff. It kind of adding a little bit of a magical, horror-esque element to the stories with Barbados kind of appearing. You have this Orcam family, there's musical boxes, Music Meister, some weird demonic-esque creatures. You got Harvey Dent, who's kind of just chilling. Bruce is having a conversation with him. He's not fully Two-Face at this point. He's kind of like suppressed that part of him, but by the end of the issue, some weird stuff gets thrown in his face, and I guess Two-Face kind of comes back in that. We also have the Orcam family, who is also secretly the Arkham family. They have these musical boxes that have some sort of magical qualities, and that's what Batman was trying to investigate at the end of the last issue. And they have some sort of deed that has the rights to, like, this land in Gotham City. I think it's the Arkham Asylum and all that. And when that kind of got burned to the ground and that, they're just like, no, we're going to come back and take what's ours because it's the only bit of us we have left, sort of. That sort of thing. There's also some weird magic stuff going on with them. Not sure what's going on here. Maybe it's all connected with Barbados and everything going on. But we'll figure it out as we kind of go along with the story. But, you know, Batman's still doing this thing. He's trying to figure out what this music box is. Barbados is still kind of tormenting him from the sides. Remember Barbados from Dark Knight's Metal? Yeah, I mean, Dark Knight's Metal came out a long time ago. But I think, like, what was the Batman Who Laughs kind of took over that event with Barbados and that. I don't exactly remember most of it. Barbados is kind of always just one of those things where it's just like, I think it was something Scott Snyder created and never fully connected with me per se, but it's just okay. But then end of the issue, Harvey Dent's just kind of there. He's minding his own business. This Gale 10-Claw man kind of throws some weird stuff in his face, or blows it right into his face, and he kind of snaps, and then that's when Two-Face kind of takes over. So, yep, Two-Face is back. Didn't know he was ever really fully gone. It's kind of weird because I was reading these other storylines and Two-Face was kind of, well, he was still kind of Harvey, but still kind of Two-Face. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really understand continuity much in DC Comics anymore. But, yeah, that's where the main story ends. And then the backup storyline is Jim Gordon trying to do some investigative work. And the art, of course, is by Danny. And then there's some mysterious stuff going on. Some people get caught in, like, this whole demolition thing. All that other stuff. The backup's just kind of okay. I believe it's set before the final issue of Joker. So there's that, like you said, right there. So yeah, this is just right before it. Don't know why we need it. In fact, I don't think we need the... Maybe starting next year, I hope they just get rid of the backups in general. I don't think we need them in these storylines anymore. It kind of takes... Like, I think the main storyline is enough. You can reduce the prices of the issues by $1. And if you want to have those big storylines, save them for Batman Urban Legends. I mean, that book is still around for some reason. Even though there's been some good stuff in Urban Legends, I just feel like I'm trying to read all this Batman stuff within continuity, and it's just like, I don't think I really need Urban Legends anymore. But, yeah, so overall consensus on the issue, the artwork by Albuquerque is really good. It's really kind of dark and fits the mood and atmosphere and the story it's trying to tell pretty well. The storyline itself, I think it's just kind of okay right now. I think I like the previous issue a little bit more. It's not really gripping or engaging me as much as I figured it would, but we're only the second issue in. There is some intrigue with Two-Face coming back, and you have this Orcam family, and seeing how they're going to tie into the events of the storyline. Well, we'll see how it all turns out, but as it stands, it just wasn't like anything that really wowed me. Maybe that's why it took me kind of so long to kind of get out a review on this thing. But I thought the artwork was quite good. I love the cover art, though. I think it's a pretty cool cover art for Detective Comics. So, yeah, there's that. Backup storyline by Jim Gordon. Don't think it's all that necessary. If you want Jim Gordon kind of in a starring-esque role, you can read that, or you can read the Joker book, because that book was more of a Jim Gordon book than the Joker anyways. But this backup takes place before the final issue of it, where he kind of opens up his own detective agency and all that. So there's that to look forward to. I don't know. I guess I just don't have too many thoughts on this particular story. Nothing all that bad or anything by that. I just thought it was kind of all right. Didn't really wow me. Didn't really think it was terrible or anything like that. I just thought it was okay. But I want to know your thoughts on this issue. What did you think of Detective Comics issue number 1063? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications. I think that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video, which will be really soon because I got to cover 2 more issues before the end of the day for a new comic day tomorrow. So, yeah. All right. Bye-bye.